So today we're going to continue a little bit on my training and telling you a little bit about how we did our YouTube channel. Had a few people comment to say they actually like some of the information we gave out, so we're going to give a couple more times to see what people think. First of all, one of the things that I use more than anything else is my selfie stick. We've got that right now. It's on my selfie stick. I don't have it on a tripod. I have it sitting, keep it far distance away. I got a longer stick. It's actually a GoPro, which I'll show you in a few minutes what that stick is. I also always use a microphone with a fuzzy on the end, a windscreen. Because the wind, especially out here in Arizona and almost every place we're at, the wind just really blows a lot, and we want to make sure we try to get as good a sound as possible. That's the most important thing out of everything, is your sound. I watch a lot of videos and people's music is so loud and then their voice is so quiet. So you're constantly turning. We watch most of our YouTube videos, we watch it on the TV. So one of the things that we make sure, I try to keep all my videos with the audio down at the same level. Unless there's a motorcycle revving its engine up or fireworks or something like that that I can't control, because that would be, you'd have to really go in there and tweak things. Most of our videos are quick and short. I don't spend a lot of time editing my videos. There's a lot of people that do a lot of tricks and they do a lot of fancy stuff, and that's all great. And we might get to that at some point. But putting out videos on a constant basis, you got to pretty much not spend too much time, which I still spend 3 to 4 hours probably editing every one of my videos, and some I can spend longer on, some less, depending on how easy it was that I filmed. And the other thing that we do when you're talking about that is kind of have an idea of what you want to film. When we first started, I filmed everything. And then you had all that footage you had to download into the computer, because we use computer editing. I'm not editing on my phones. I edit on software, which I use used to use Final Cut Pro. Back in the early 2000s, we used to do wedding videos and I did Final Cut Pro. Bad news is everything that I've got from Final Cut Pro, my tower, all my big Mac, everything is obsolete. So I said, heck with that. I switched over to PCs, back to PCs, and I'm using Premiere Pro. And I got that. I pay a monthly subscription to that, and I really like it. My son-in-law recommended it. He does commercials. He actually has another editing system he recommended, but I haven't looked into that one yet to talk about it or even try it out yet. Don't even remember the name of it. I'm really tough with names. So those are the things you want to make sure that you do. So I go back to where I said that you want to film what you really want. So think about, before you're going out and filming, what do I want to put in this video? What do I want to talk about? So that way you have less cuts, less things to cut in and out of, and it all flows a lot easier. And it makes the editing a whole lot easier if you don't have, hours and hours. If you're only going to make an 8, I try to stick around to 8-minute videos. Lately, my videos have been getting a lot longer, had way more footage than I wanted. It's hard to say. I like to try to keep it under or right around 8, because that's where you can start putting, your commercials in the middle, things like that. And it seems to keep people's attention around 8 minutes. Some videos I've been getting 12, 15, even 20-minute videos. So it's hard to say if people are liking them or not. I don't hear bad or prove. I don't hear bad or not. So one of the things you want to show you behind you, I'm going to flip it off like that, and we now have a green screen behind us. I use a green screen a lot. Anytime we're at home, we're actually in my little studio, which is actually a combo. It's my third garage separated from the house. It's actually a bar inside. We'll take a spin around in a minute because I'm going to show you the lights. You got to have good lighting too. You can't always rely on your lights that are inside the house, depending on what, if they're incandescent, if they're fluorescent, if it's a light, whatever it might be. So you want to make sure you get good lighting. The lighting that I've got, that you can see, it's just very low end. Now you can see just by me spinning it around how dark I got from looking at the camera. So that's one of the things you want to make sure you keep track of, having good light. I didn't move the other light around here from yesterday's filming. So I try to have some pretty good light to get on. When you're outside, you want to make sure you always have the sun to your face. And you got to watch too. Sometimes you get that little microphone or you get a shadow on you from that. A lot of times you're looking at your screen on your phone or looking at your screen on your camera. Like mine, I'm using my Osmo Action for this one. And I've got my front screen on so I can see that I'm pretty much dead center here. And that's what I want. You want to be in the center when you're shooting most of your videos, unless you're trying to get something else over here. So My green screen, same thing. I just bought that from Amazon. The one that came with the screen was kind of short. It didn't go all the way to the ground. This one here that I have now actually is rolled up behind it. I can actually lay it on the floor. You could do all kinds of things. I can make it look like I'm in space or whatever. And I haven't got into doing any of that stuff. Just hasn't come into it. But it really works nice for when you're sitting and we're doing videos, just like we did the giveaways the other day. That's on Saturday. Make sure if you haven't watched that video this last Saturday, we're giving away a whole bunch of neat prizes that we bought in Sturgis. You still have time to sign up because it's going to go till Friday night at midnight. Will be the last day for entry, and then the following Saturday, which is this next Saturday, because this is Wednesday, you're watching this, that you'll be able to sign up, go to our Facebook page, go down below, go to our Instagram page, follow the instructions, watch the video first on Saturday, watch it all the way through, and then it'll tell you how to do it. Look at the bottom, gives you all the instructions, and you can get up to 3 chances to win some of the prizes that we're giving away. Also, you can meet and greet and get some drinks with us. A drink, 1 drink. So we're going to show you just a few more things today, and that's going to wrap up our quick training. But I mean, it's just as simple as if you look here. So this is looking from behind the camera. Now, what I just bought, which I actually got from another YouTuber that was explaining it to it, Wonder Hussy, if any of you watch her. She's got a lot of followers, very interesting person, and we watch her off and on. She actually got this microphone that I'm using now, which is actually, it's a microphone that can be turned on for the front and the back. It's got the wind screens. I really like this one. It's not as good in the wind as my other microphone is, but I like it so when I'm doing interviews and I'm talking to somebody, the microphone is right here and I get really good reception. You don't get that muffled from coming around the front. So I like that. I mean, here it is. All this is a cooler that we have out on our patio, and this is actually a little blanket that actually it's a piece of material that Tam was going to make for my pickup truck for an armrest to keep our armrest clean. And she hasn't cut it up yet, so I now use that for my cover. So some of the other things that we use. All right, we have a couple things here we'll show you that I use here in my studio, and we take this one out on the road. We have a economy tripod. I got Velcro on it here. That's where I put on my cordless microphone, lapel, when I had that on the other day, if you watch the training on that. This is the other microphone that I really like. We mount the other Osmo. I don't have the microphone hooked up or nothing. It was just for show. You can see it. Got the front screen. I don't use this cover as much. This cover here that covers the camera is a metal one. Kind of like that, just for protection if I've got it outside. If we're putting it on the front of the motorcycle, something like that, I might use it. But the only problem, I had it when I tried to do an interview with somebody, and it blocked the screen in the front, and it wasn't recording. One of the problems in YouTube, things just don't always go like it's planned. So another thing that we have is I have some heavy duty commercial grade tripods that I had when we did wedding videos, and I talked about that a while ago. This one I've got set up for my phone. What's nice about this is on a ball bearing. It is very smooth. So we've got 2 of these. I'm probably going to be taking these with me more when I do interviews. We want to get our interviews when we're talking to people more professional. We want it to look like what's on TV, watching the news or something like that. And holding the stick isn't always the best way to go, especially if I want to zoom in or something like that, or if we want to do a couple camera shots is what we're going to be doing here in the future. One of the other things that I don't use very often is my little tripod here that has our cheat sheet on it. I don't normally like to use this. You can actually see here, this is the rules that we had for Saturday. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any of them. You can kind of see my eyes look over at that, and I don't like that. I don't want, you know, I can watch a lot of videos, YouTubers out here, and I can tell that they're either reading it or they've scripted it, and it's not real. What we found out that it's more exciting to have it more live, real. Even the editing and stuff that we've done now, we don't even do that much more anymore with taking out a lot of our bloopers, things that we missay. Probably already said a few here at the video that I've had today, that we've said stuff and didn't come out quite like we wanted, but we're having more and more of our subscribers say it makes us feel more like we're like them. we're more like a friend. We're more like sitting down talking with somebody. And that's really what we want. We want to have some fun with you. We want to show you things, want to show you adventures that we go on, and we want to bring you with us and let you see what we have and the fun we have and just how we are is exactly how we are in real life. We're not putting on any act. We're just as good or bad as you think. That's how we actually are. So you can still see the lights are behind me and my face is really dark. So by putting lights up, it really makes a difference. You can see right there the difference it makes with having lights. So make sure, if you want any of the stuff that I just talked about, we'll put the link down there. Don't forget we got the Amazon store going on. If you buy anything from Amazon during Christmas, for Christmas, you can go down here, hit our link for Amazon down here. You got to go not right where my finger's at. You got to go under the screen and hit that little arrow down, and it'll say Bob and Tam's Amazon page. You click on that and you can buy whatever you want, and then when you check out, it's going to ask you to sign into your Amazon account. We don't get any information from you or anything else, but it's a way you can help us. Give us a few pennies for the things you buy. Doesn't cost you anything. If it was Black Friday sales, which are probably still going on now, or crazy days, whatever they got going on at Amazon, you will get those guaranteed prices. But in turn, we just get a few cents, and it'll help us out on all the trips that we're going to be making next year. So don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook page, our Amazon page, and check out our, did I say Amazon? Instagram page. And don't forget to check out our Amazon, and any of these things that I just showed you will be down there. You can click on those two, and that'll take you to that. I'm going to delete some of the items that I had, but we'll show the microphones, the cameras, tripods I didn't have on here, because the one tripod that I have, I think we bought it at Walmart years ago. They don't even make it anymore, or Kmart, or whatever it was. And the other one I bought from, it's actually a, model number is a 501 Manforda. We're going to leave you at that. Take a quick look at the microphone, and we'll see you on Friday. Make sure you sign up for the contest. Here's a quick look at that microphone. What I like about this microphone is it has a switch right there, that you can switch it from both mics or single mic. And that tells you the model, or the name of it is. You can check down there in the description. I'll have the model number and all that good stuff. It comes just like that. Doesn't have the adapter, but that's how it comes. Standing behind the camera, using the camera's mic, how different a microphone can make. See you on Friday.